And I guess with the offseason too, Amber mentioned in her exit interview that the number one priority was to land Kelsey in free agency again. Just how important was she to your team this year? How important has she been to the Fever? Obviously, the 8 years she's been with the franchise, and how badly do you want to keep her around?
I mean, yeah, she was the number one priority a year ago, and she's the number one priority this year.
Let's break this down, because Stephanie White just said the quiet part out loud. In her latest interview, she made it crystal clear who she's building around. And it's not Caitlin Clark, that it's Kelsey Mitchell, yep. Not the rookie who shattered records, filled every arena, and dragged the Fever back into national relevance. According to White, the future of the franchise is all about Kelsey. Now, let's be fair, Kelsey Mitchell is a certified bucket. She's paid her dues, she's consistent, she's respected. But there's a massive difference between keeping a star and building your entire organization around one. One keeps you competitive. The other determines whether you're fighting for a ring or fighting just to stay relevant. What really stunned fans wasn't just what White said, it was the confidence behind it. Almost like that decision was locked in long before Caitlin Clark ever went down with her injury. So what does that mean? Did Stephanie White just reveal the Fever's true direction, or is there a bigger story here?
I have not lost sight of the fact that when Caitlin Clark got injured, Stephanie White called it a, quote, blessing in disguise. I've also said that I believe if you gave Stephanie White truth serum, she would actually tell you she believes this team was better without Caitlin Clark. I believe that. And I felt that way for quite some time. I believe that she believes that Kelsey Mitchell is the superstar on this.
Because everything changed the moment she dropped the line, a blessing in disguise. When a coach calls her superstar's injury that, it stops sounding optimistic and starts feeling like a betrayal. Let's talk facts. Kelsey Mitchell averaged 19.2 points this season. Strong numbers, Caitlin Clark. Last year she was right there too, 19 points per game, plus 8.4 assists, league leading, and nearly 6 rebounds. And she did all that while completely warping every defense she faced. She didn't just produce. She changed the entire geometry of the court. One player scores, the other elevates everyone. Both are great, but only one is generational. And here's the funniest part. After the Olympic break last season, when Caitlin was finally allowed to run the offense, Kelsey Mitchell played better. Her efficiency climbed. Aaliyah Boston's numbers went up. The whole team flowed because Caitlin made the game easier for everyone. Fast forward to this season under Stephanie White's motion offense. The efficiency vanished. The identity disappeared, and yet White wants the world to believe the future runs through Kelsey Mitchell, not Caitlin Clark.
What Chrissy Sides ended up running was Caitlin's system. Now this year, the second half of the season, it was the whatever system, motion offense system. But that system did not work very well for Kelsey. Now Kelsey balled out, but she's going to ball out regardless. You know what I'm saying? And she's kind of
Now let's talk about that interview, because everything White said sounded like it came straight from a PR script. When she said, "We're going to continue to build around her," that single word, her, said everything. Not them, not our stars, just her, singular, strategic, corporate. That it's the type of line you hear right before someone gets replaced in a company meeting. And a justification. Loyalty. White keeps praising Kelsey Mitchell's loyalty through years of losing seasons and rebuilds. Loyalty is great. Loyalty is admirable. But loyalty doesn't win championships, talent does. The Warriors didn't build around their longest tenured guy. The Cavs didn't run their offense through a role player. Dynasties are built around generational pieces, not sentiment. And Indiana, they tanked for Caitlin Clark. That pick wasn't luck. It was intention. She was the plan.
Now, Kelsey Mitchell is a very important piece. She's part of the big three. But there's only one Jordan-like generational talent on this team, and it's Caitlin Clark. The fact is, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, they were around before Caitlin showed up. And they got the number 1 overall pick to get Caitlin Clark.
But the media didn't push back at all. No tough questions, no follow-ups, no real accountability. No one asked what actually happened with Caitlin's injury. Why didn't she return after the ankle issue? Why was there no boot, no timeline, no clear update? Would the Fever have made a deeper playoff run with her?
They ass is by far not good enough for me. I am sorry. I mean, you got Stephanie White right there. Ask these hardcore questions. What was really wrong with Caitlin Clark? The reason why she did not come back from that ankle injury. We never seen her in a boot. A groin injury is pretty much pulled muscle. Ask those tough questions. Ask her, do you believe had Caitlin Clark returned, y'all could have had a chance to go far? Now, granted, she might not have answered that one, but it wouldn't have hurt to.
Fans want transparency. Instead, they got safe questions and softballs. The whole interview felt rehearsed, and fans know when something is filtered, and when your franchise player goes down, silence isn't strategy, it's disrespect.
I also believe part of Kelsey Mitchell's performance this year was the fact that Caitlin wasn't there to take some of those shots. The fact is, Kelsey Mitchell took some shots that would have been Caitlin's. Let's just be real. And because of that extra volume and the fact that she had to be the main offensive threat, it also caused it caused an explosion.
Now let's get to the uncomfortable truth. When Caitlin Clark got hurt, Kelsey Mitchell's usage skyrocketed. She became the focal point. She put up numbers. She hit clutch shots. She looked like an all-star, because the system shifted to inflate her role. It's the same thing that happens when LeBron goes out and the second option drops 30 a night. It looks great on paper, but it doesn't make the team better. It just helps the system survive. Kelsey Mitchell is elite, but she's not the player you build an empire around. She's your Pippen, not your Jordan.
Like Kelsey Mitchell, I'm not trying to dog out Kelsey Mitchell, but she's the clear number 2 option on this team. All right, and everything should run through Caitlin Clark.
And if Stephanie White truly wanted to build around Kelsey, the entire roster would look completely different. You would need a defensive anchor at every position, a pass-first point guard, a rim protector who doesn't need touches, wings who strictly shoot and defend. Basically, you'd be trying to recreate the 2001 Iverson Sixers. Impressive, fun, scrappy, but not sustainable. Meanwhile, the Fever already have a championship blueprint. Caitlin Clark, your engine. Kelsey Mitchell, your off-ball killer. Aaliyah Boston, your interior anchor that's a real big three. A modern, fast, high-paced, dynamic system tailor-made for winning, and we saw that blueprint last season, right before it got dismantled.
Decided that she is building around Kelsey Mitchell, and to build around Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark is not who you need to build around Kelsey Mitchell. You need to build around Kelsey Mitchell. You have to build an Allen Iverson type Sixers team. You can have, in my opinion, you should trade Aaliyah as well. In my opinion, you should trade. I don't think Aaliyah is the right center to have beside Kelsey Mitchell. I think you should trade Kate. You should trade Kate.
Now let's get brutally honest. Kelsey Mitchell is a free agent. She wants the max, and she deserves it. Caitlin Clark, she's stuck on a rookie deal for 2 more years. She can't negotiate. She can't force a trade. She can't publicly question the system without backlash. So from a business standpoint, of course the Fever will hype Kelsey. But from a basketball standpoint, it's a disaster, because the message is loud and clear: politics over performance, loyalty over legacy, comfort over championships. And here's the danger. Caitlin Clark's contract clock is already ticking. 2 seasons. That's all Indiana gets. If they waste those 2 years with a system that sidelines her, or a coach who publicly downplays her role, then why would she stay?
I'm telling you right now, I believe Stephanie White believes Kelsey Mitchell's the best player on this team. That's on a team that's got Caitlin Clark on the team, on the roster.
She could go to New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, walk into any one of those locker rooms and instantly turn them into title favorites. Indiana risks losing not just a player, but a once-in-a-generation opportunity, because the WNBA has a long history of undervaluing its brightest stars, confusing loyalty with vision, and clinging to familiarity instead of embracing greatness. Indiana is just the latest example, and if this continues, the future headline writes itself: the Fever failed Caitlin Clark. They didn't lose her to injury, they lost her to indecision. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a breakdown.